Hello, this is Tessa. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to let everyone know that I am doing my part in the fight against this virus. I have signed up for the vaccine. They came into our place of residence, which is a senior citizen home, and they took a head count, and they will be bringing it by probably sometime in the next week or so. Hopefully it won't be the day I have to go to the hospital for my procedure. It was something I wasn't sure I really wanted to do. I don't like needles, for one thing. Really afraid of them, but I've gotten to a point where I can accept them without being a big baby about it. And as my sister told my father, who also doesn't believe in vaccinations, that it will protect other people. And, so for that reason, not only might it protect me, but it might protect other people. And that way I can feel better about myself, that I'm not out there spreading the virus. I mean, I know we don't know for sure exactly how well it works. It's kind of put together on the fly, and haven't had time to really test it, but I talked to my kids and they all agree that I definitely should get it. Being a senior citizen and having other complications in my life that would make it really pretty bad if I do catch it. So I'm better off taking it, and getting the virus vaccine. So hopefully it won't be too long, because the more I have to worry about it, the longer the longer I have to worry about it, the more upset I get about the whole thing, because I really don't like the whole idea. I don't like the needle. I don't, it's just, everybody I've known that's gotten it has not had any problems with it. And that was the one thing my nurse daughter told me to, research, is how other people are handling the virus vaccine. Are they having problems? Are they surfacing later on? And everybody I know that's had it so far has not had any major issues. I think the biggest problem I have heard has been the pain in the injection site, which is not everybody, and a possible headache afterward. I get headaches all the time. I don't think that will probably make a big difference if I get another headache. I'm used to headaches, unfortunately. So, yes, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to get this virus vaccine, and I hope that others will follow suit, because a certain percentage of the population has to get it for it to actually work. If people refuse to get it, then it will take the effectiveness away. Me getting it and nobody else getting it isn't going to do anything. Everybody has to do their part. But I can't tell everybody what to do. I had to think about it and question certain people, about their feelings on it too. Did they think it was a good idea, especially my children? And they all seem to feel that it is a good idea for me to go ahead and get the vaccine. So hopefully by the time this is posted, maybe not, depending on how long it takes me to edit this one, I may have already had the virus vaccine. But as of right now, today they came around and got the head count. They didn't give us a date. as to when we're going to get them. That's why I'm worried, because on Monday I won't be available, most likely, depending on the time frame, because I'll be in the hospital. And I'm not sure how they would feel if I had the vaccine before going in for my procedure, if that would be a problem, which is something I did briefly think about. You know, would they have a problem with me getting the vaccine? I mean, supposedly I'm not getting the virus, so it shouldn't be a problem with me getting a vaccine before having my procedure done. I know I have to isolate. I'm in isolation from Friday afternoon on to the procedure on Monday, because they can't take a chance, you know, as long as the test comes back negative, which it should. I've had 6 of them so far. I haven't had the virus yet, and I'm not exactly, you know, waiting around hoping for it to come. I know a lot of people with it, and some of which are suffering pretty badly, unfortunately, and it's an individual thing. So, you know, so for all I know, one of the times I was having what seemed like a cold, and I had a cough, and, you know, little trouble breathing, and that could have been it. I mean, you know, and then the last year ago, I was in a hospital at the end of January for 10 days with a case of bronchitis, supposedly very severe, which they attributed to my asthma. The cough was horrendous. I couldn't breathe. I was on oxygen. But at that time, they still weren't really warning people. I didn't know anything about this virus until, March, when they decide to suddenly start, you know, telling people and telling them they have to start quarantining, and they start shutting things down. But then I look at the CDC site and see that they've been checking and counting cases all the way back, at least the beginning of January, if not before. So that may have been the virus right there. And that was a pretty bad case of bronchitis. 10 days in a hospital for a case of bronchitis is a little unusual. So, you know, that could have been it then. I may have already had it. But even that's not safety from getting it again, because I know of several people who've had it twice already. So it is possible, and there's new strains out there. So kind of like the flu, you know, the vaccine protects from one particular strain, but what happens if there's a new strain out there? So, you know, there's no clear-cut answers here. There's, you know, just what you feel you should do. And so I have decided that I will get the vaccine. I'm not totally happy about it, but I will do it. So those of you who are on the fence, do your research, you know, make your own decision. No one else can make it for you. It's becoming available more people. I did find out that if you go to a site where they're giving it out, after they've given out the amount of doses that they had appointments for, anybody that happens to be there and they have any leftover doses left, they're giving them out to those people. Because you have to get 2 doses. So you get an appointment with your second dose at the same time. So you have to get the second shot for it to be effective. So, but I have heard that if you show up at the sites, some of the sites, not all of them, and they have extra doses, they don't want to get rid of them. They can't keep them. They will give them to who happens to be in line. First come, first serve. That's what I've heard. I didn't try it myself. I am getting it because I live in the senior citizen home. And so I am on the list to be given my vaccine. So until then, And please, people, try to be careful. Try to follow the guidelines as well as you can and stay away from other people. Because there's some people that are asymptomatic and you have no way of knowing if they have it or not. So your safest bet is to stay away from people if you can. I miss my family, but we're trying to keep each other safe. So until the next time, have a great day.